Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to do a Chewie review of the set 46 Headliners feature card, which is Jesus Luzardo. It's a future stars starting pitcher for the Oakland Athletics. It's 98 overall. As you can see, he's a left-handed pitcher, and he has a wicked curveball, changeup, and fastball in real life. Before we get into give him his Chewie review, give him that 1 through 5 Chewie rating. What I need you guys to do is hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what you guys think about this Jesus Luzardo, as well as share this video with any of your friends that play MLB The Show 20. That way we can continue to grow the community. I appreciate all of the support you guys have given me. Let's get into it. Jesus Luzardo. The set 46 featured card for the headliner is the 98 overall Jesus Luzardo, future stars starting pitcher for the Oakland Athletics. He's left-handed throwing, left-handed batting. He has a 5-pitch repertoire that consists of a curveball, sinker, changeup, 4-seam fastball, and slider. As you can see, his curveball is going to go about 81 to maybe 83 or 84 miles an hour. I think it might be able to drop down to about 78 or 79 as well. His sinker is going to go about 97. His changeup's going to go anywhere from 82 to 85 miles an hour. His 4-seam fastball might tickle 100, but it's going to be more around that 98, 99 mile per hour mark. And then he does throw a slider that goes about 85 miles an hour. Now, this Luzardo is one of the best up-and-coming pitchers in Major League Baseball right now, especially one that is left-handed throwing. I think he's probably top 5 for left-handed young throwing pitchers that are projected to be starters in Major League Baseball. There's some other guys like Brendan McKay from the Tampa Bay Rays, and of course, the guy that's been pitching for a few years in Major League Baseball already, Julio Urias. And those two guys are probably the other two guys that everyone thinks about when you think of a young, hard-throwing lefty. As for Luzardo, he is ranked number 13 in Major League Baseball's top 100 prospects rankings. He's number 1 in the Oakland Athletics organization when it comes to prospects. And from MLB.com, his prospect ratings are as follows: a 65 rated fastball, 55 rated curveball, 65 rated changeup, and a 55 rated slider, with 60 control, which lands him at 60 overall. And obviously these prospect ratings are out of 80, as they always are, as you guys have seen with other future stars cards. So 60 out of 80 is very good for a prospect. You don't see too many guys higher than 60. Sometimes you'll get a 65. Every once in a blue moon, you'll get a 70. But really, 60 is like the gold standard, and then you go to like a diamond standard or platinum standard would be that 65 or 70. No one's ever going to get 75 or 80. They would be like a surefire, can't miss prospect. They'd be like 16 hitting like 800-foot bombs or something. It just doesn't happen. Also, Jesus Luzardo has pitched a little bit in Major League Baseball. He has a winning record, actually. He's 2-1 in his career with about a 3.25 ERA. Pretty good whip. It's like 1.125 or somewhere around there. I didn't look up his stats too much because it's just too early to tell how great he's going to be in Major League Baseball or not. But when he has pitched, you can go look at the highlight films from this guy. His curveball got dudes looking silly. I mean, he has guys swinging and whiffing, looking like they're playing MLB The Show 20 and they hit the X button way too early. It's ridiculous. He has guys floundering like they fell out of a boat. Let's look at his attributes. His attributes are 95 stamina, 104 hits per 9, 98 K per 9, 87 base on balls per 9, 81 home run per 9, 101 pitching clutch, 90 control, 99 velocity, 99 break. So it is interesting that his pitching clutch is so high at 101, and I think that's because he's been more of a middle reliever or a setup man so far in his career. He hasn't really pitched too much from the starting spot, and that's because the Oakland Athletics have a pretty decent rotation. It's not an amazing rotation, but Luzardo's definitely slated to be a starting pitcher in his career. I think they're just trying to see how live his arm is and don't want to overwork his young arm because he's only a 22-year-old right now, so he's still very, very young and has electric stuff. It's also great that he has a 104 hits per 9. That is really, really good. That's much better than the Noah Syndergaard that we got a week or so ago that had that 80s hits per 9. This 104 hits per 9 is really good. The biggest downside I can see to this card is the simple fact that His stamina is only 95, so you'll probably only be able to pitch into about the 7th inning, maybe 6.5 with him comfortably before his bar starts to get yellow. Let's look at his quirks. His quirks are pressure cooker, workhorse, stingy, untouchable, control artist, grounded, cheesy, sinker baller, knee buckler, and illusionist. So he does have curveball as his primary pitch. So the fact that he has knee buckler is very important for him. And then his changeup is actually his money pitch in real life. It's the combination of his curveball and changeup that really does it for him because they come from the same arm slot. As you can even see in the picture, he's actually holding a circle change. He's not even throwing his fastball when they have him in the Future Stars picture right here. He's actually holding a circle change. That's how you hold one. The 3 fingers, and you give the little OK sign. And I'm doing it with my left hand. It's a little bit unnatural for me. But as you guys can see, as I struggle to find the camera right there, you kind of hold it like this. You take the ball, and then you're going to throw it as hard as you can. It rolls off these 3 fingers. It gives you some nice spin, but it's going to look like a fastball coming out of your hand if the guy can't see how you're holding if you hide your hand well enough. So I think he's going to be very, very good in real life. As for the card and how I'm going to give him his Chewie rating here is this card looks like he could be filthy. I don't know if he's going to be the best left-handed pitcher you could get. There are some other good guys out there like the Hal Newhouser. I think he's going to be pretty good. I'm going to give this Luzardo 4 Chewies. It might be a little bit underrated because he could possibly be 4.5 Chewies, but I'm going to give him at this point in the game 4 Chewies just because there are other left-handed pitchers out there that you can get for free, and I think he's going to be pretty expensive because he does have great attributes. So we're going with the 4 Chewies. I think he's going to be a great starting pitcher if you end up getting him. I'm actually pretty excited if I can get my hands on one for a relatively decent price. I'm going to try him out. That's going to wrap up the Chewie review of the 98 overall Jesus Luzardo, Future Stars, starting pitcher for the Oakland Athletics. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this Jesus Luzardo card. And if you think he's a keeper or if it's somebody that as soon as you pull him, you sell him. Also, remember to comment, like, and share this video so we can continue to grow the channel. I appreciate all the support like I mentioned before. You guys have a great day and be safe.